All right, I'm gonna do a midday video. This is talk about what I see and what I think is gonna happen. Obviously, I don't know, but just my observations on the chart. And I mean, first off, I'm gonna be hedging no matter what. So even if I think one direction is the direction we're gonna go, I'm definitely gonna have the opposite way covered as well. And then when we get tomorrow, because we know it's gonna be a big move, I probably won't even do my options for tomorrow. I'll do them like probably a week out, just so when we do get the move either way, and I might even change the strikes too. I might do like the direction that I think it's not going to go as likely. I'll do my strikes farther out. So if it does go the way I think it's going to go, I'll lose less money on the opposite way. Obviously, that's risky because if it goes the way it's supposed to go, I'm going to lose money, or the opposite way it's supposed to go, then I'm going to lose money on the short-term play. But I'm just going with what I think is most likely, and hopefully it plays out that way. But looking at the chart, one thing that's very notable I haven't talked about in past videos is the bottom is here at 348. We top here and we come down here, and the bottom right here is at 369. So a 21-point difference. And then if you look at the top of here is at 390. Where is 21 or 389? I'm sorry. Where is the top of this? Is at 410. 21 points difference. So that's why I use that a lot, because sometimes it'll give you clues. So actually, I think that I was wrong about this being expanded flat. I think this has actually got to be either the top, so ABC top, or it's got to be just the A wave. So if we're looking at the whole move, it's either going to be the top or it's going to be the A wave. We're looking for a B wave. And if we zoom in here on lower time frames, if we know this is the A wave right here, then this right here, I just don't think, I don't know, it didn't look like a 5-wave move to me. It still could be, but I'll go over some other things I see here in a second. But this looks like ABC more to me. I was going over this wave right here, and I'm just don't really think it looks like a 5-wave move, unless, here's another thing too, like if we use our trend lines, you'll see that this right here is, if that's an impulsive move, that's the first wave. Oh, this is the first wave in the way I had it. The first 1, 2, and then I had 1, 2 right here. It's just not a good impulse move. And so I'm thinking that it's more likely we topped out here for the A wave, and then we have ABCA. Since we're doing a B wave, this would be the A wave right here. I'll put it in different colors. So A right here, and we're working on a B wave right now. I'm still going to keep in mind the 5-wave move, because sometimes SPY puts in some weird 5-wave moves that end up being impulsive, so you can't really deny them. But right now, this looks like A, and we're working on a B wave. And then on this move right here, it looks like we have A, B is what I see, and we're starting a C wave right now. So the reason I say that too is because if this was going to be a 5-wave move, this 4th wave would not come back into the 1st wave. And so we know that the C wave has likely started. And so the bottom here is at 393.17. We got 391.68. It's about $1.50 difference. So target is like high 398s, something like that. And it is starting to move higher now. We have, this is a 15-minute chart. Let's go to the daily time frame and just see if we have any moving averages up there. And there's the 20-day moving average is up there. So I wouldn't be surprised if we came up here, touch this, maybe go up a little bit higher, and then that ends up being the overall B wave. and that would make this candle green. You'd have to go on lower time frame to see the ABC move, but there you go, ABC on the 4-hour time frame. So we have ABC, ABC, and then that would set up the move that I was talking about yesterday in the video, where we would go down to, let's say we go to 399. $398, $399. Then we'd be looking for this move to happen and get down here. It's probably going to be pretty quick because we have CPI, we have FOMC. But if we go to 388, 389, top here is at 410. We're looking for 11 points lower than 391. What is that? 380, right in the demand zone. So that would take us down here to 380. And also, we can also look at where the retracement levels are for the whole move. The whole retracement level moves are the 50% retracement ends up coming right in the demand zone at 379, like 50. So I think we could go to 381, maybe 379, somewhere in this range. And that would complete the overall. This would look like A, B, C down here, and that would be the overall B wave. And then we would have another move higher. So then if we take the same thing, let's say we go to 380, and we take the bottom here again, that's 32 points higher than 410, that's 442. I don't know if we're gonna go that high. It doesn't always work every single time, but if we went to 442, that would obviously throw off the bears pretty big time. And that would just end up being an expanded flat. So we would look at this as A, B, and 442 is between the 1 and the 1.23 fib. Usually they don't pass the 1.23 fib, which is at 451. So, like I'm saying, this move may not be over. I'm not 100% sure, but this is what it looks like to me right now. And then another thing you can look at too, I was looking at yields, and this is very important too. The yields are in a 5-wave move, in my opinion. So we zoom out here on the daily time frame. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so if that is a 5-wave move, then we know that it's got to at least be ABC. So if it's got to be ABC, then we have a B wave coming. That would support the move down to 380. And then we would get another move higher in bonds. So it could come all the way up here to like 120 or something like that, or 113, 120, depending on how far this B wave goes back. So that also supports a sell-off short term and a higher move long term. And then 10-year yield, same thing. It's fallen, and I have it labeled here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's fallen, and then same thing. It's got to come. It's got a B wave. This would be bearish for the market if we get a B wave higher, and then we get one more move lower. That would take it to potentially all the way to 2.82% or 3.2%. And if you zoom out here on the monthly time frame, you'll see that this is actually just a 4th wave. I don't know what that means for the dollar though, because the dollar has already. The dollar is most likely going to be. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the dollar. Because remember I said 105.90 and then I had 104.09 as the range to break out of. So we'll see what happens with the dollar. I would expect it going up short term. It would ruin all of this. We'd have to re-look at this and see what's going on. But yields, I think, have a chance to go up to like 3.7, 3.8 maybe. And then I think that we're probably going to get a sell-off tomorrow. That's my the most likely scenario, in my opinion, just based on this. But if we don't get a move higher into the end of the day, then that could change things too, because we could get some move. If CPI is good, they could just do this also. They could go A, B, and we could get a C wave that's like, you know, a crazy move higher C wave like this. That's possible, you know, because CPI comes in lower, that's probably going to happen. And that would be interesting too, because that would mean that this was actually the B wave right here. And then we are looking at, it would probably be something like this. It'd be A, B, C, and then we would get A, B, C pullback, and then we would get one more A, B, C move higher. Something like that, maybe. Or maybe it would go, this would go even higher than that. I don't know. It's unpredictable from there, but it would probably get something like that. Maybe up here to, maybe just to the top of this again. That could happen too. So it's kind of unpredictable, but if we get to 398 into the end of the day, I think that there's a good chance that we're going to sell off to the daily demand. So you can see I'm probably going to lean bearish going into the end of the day if we get a move higher into the end of the day. If we don't, then it's pretty much 50-50, because we need to go higher to complete this B wave. But then that could also turn into an ABC that just goes crazy higher. So you can see what I'm thinking. Basically, I would like to see that move into the end of the day. But then I was looking at the options chain. 395 is like the basically max pain. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm leaning bearish, but that might change depending on how we move the next couple of hours. So that's it. Just wanted to go over it. The VIX was kind of weird too. Actually, look at that VIX real quick. The VIX is moving on lower time frames. I had it potentially being a 5-wave move. I think that if it's a 5-wave move, we've pretty much already hit the target. So if that's the case, the VIX actually looks bullish for the market. But then again, technical analysis on VIX is so wishy-washy, so don't put too much weight into that. But if this is a 5-wave move, we could see it come down here to 21.85. That would support SPY obviously going way higher. So base case is lower down to the demand zone. But see how it goes at the end of the day. Position yourself. If you go to 398, you can probably buy more puts. If we stay here, you might want to make them more 50-50, I guess. So that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like and subscribe for more updates. I might do an update after the market closes. Might not. We'll see how it goes over the next couple hours.